Hey guys, good morning. I wanted to share another section, and this is going to be a very brief video, but it was pretty powerful when you think of what hangs a lot of people up when it comes to network marketing and sharing the opportunity that they have. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. Okay. So one of the things that he spent a lot of time on was, like I talked about, the computer, the programming. Just like a computer has programming, we have been programmed our whole lives to understand things a certain way. And no, even with now having a 1-year-old son, having a 6-year-old daughter that doesn't hear it as much, but still hears the word no, no gets that negative connotation. No is, I did something bad. And I loved how he shared that when he talks with somebody, there's no one that will ever beat him ever. And how he does that is he says that he either gets a yes and succeeds or gets a no and learns. And he basically says that every no is just a learning opportunity. We know that, like I said in the last video, 4 to 6 touches is the average before someone says yes. Most people, the general population, do not say yes on the first conversation. Just like, even in our lives as we go through dating and all that, there's sometimes where someone doesn't say yes to go on a date right away either, but it doesn't mean that if you really, really want something for somebody or you want to help somebody that you don't go further in that conversation. So that was really, really big. But then also the other mindset around no and failure is why we self-sabotaged. I think I wanted to really touch on that because I think that's a big part of this too, is the mindset shift, because it sounds small, but if you can truly focus on when somebody says, no, I don't think now is the right time, I need to speak with my spouse, and goes through all these objections, if you can think past what's going on there, you can really break through in your business. Because just because they say no, N-O, does not mean that they don't, or what it usually means is they don't K-N-O-W. They don't know enough information about what opportunity you have, because through our time with Isagenix, you've seen tons of transformations, both physically and financially. And when it's the right time, it'll be super powerful for them. I think of so many people who waited a year, 2 years, they had to be asked 18 times in different aspects before. That was Susan Sly's story, 18 times before she said yes. And if somebody would have given up on her, she would have never had the impact in this company the way she did. Now, could she be very successful? Absolutely. But that it's just a reminder that just because someone says no does not mean you failed at any aspect, or that someone doesn't come back or revisit the opportunity. I've had it personally where people come back 6 months, a year, a few weeks later. So be willing to screw up. I think failure, when you're talking about old programming, you really need to be willing to screw up and fail publicly and deal with it. I talked about this in the last video. Put the ugly clothes on and make mistakes, because just like my example was juggling, if you're going to learn to juggle, just taking 3 balls and throwing them in the air, it's probably going to fall a few times or many times before you start to get it better at it. But keep plugging in, keep having the conversations, and keep learning as you go, and you will develop the skills and abilities you need to be super successful. And then he did make a great example. Where do you learn more, your successes or your mistakes? Well, you do it from your mistakes or the things that don't go the way you expect or the outcome. So keep learning, keep thinking, how do I do things better? How do I learn new skills? How do I learn new ways of phrasing things? How do I get deeper into the conversation with people? How do I pull off, and he used to, I think they called it the me virus. How do you get away from what you want, but be that business goals, and truly dig into what you can do to help them as a human being, and it'll truly make some breakthroughs in your business. So he did talk about preparing to prepare to prepare to prepare, or I'm nervous about sharing this because I think I'm going to say the wrong thing, or I'm going to do the wrong thing, or I'm going to wait until I have a transformation and then I'm going to share this with somebody. He talked about that, and procrastination and perfectionism is the enemy of success. You really just need to plug in. Every single one of you, and I truly believe that, has a gift to give to this world, and delaying it just delays the gift someone else can receive. You think about people who have lost a tremendous amount of weight, or have had the financial transformation, or just found a community of people, our group, our team, found the group of people that they've been looking for and praying that somebody comes into their lives and gives them an opportunity. Don't delay it. Don't be afraid to put the ugly clothes on. Have the conversation. You'll get better over time. Tell your story, which will be another video I'm going to do, how to do that effectively and how to improve upon that. But just do it. Get into action. You'll learn from every opportunity you have, and keep talking. The more talking, and Jackson Parr in the video I watched last night when he was talking about, the more I'm talking to people, the more it feels that there's multiple opportunities and there's so many people to talk to. But when I stop talking to people and get inside my own head, that's when in my mind the audience shrinks. But there are so many people out there that want what we have, so give that to them. And then lastly, and almost most importantly, it's not about you. It is about them. It's about you giving them an opportunity to break free. There's so many people that I talk to that were looking for an opportunity to either improve their financial situation or lose weight, feel better. And if I was in my own head about what I want or not in the right place, they probably didn't join then. But then if you truly dig into what somebody else wants and help them as another human being, you start serving people, and that number grows, and that financial piece comes along, and it will come in a significant way. So keep that in mind. But don't be afraid of screwing up. Don't be afraid of messing up. I will tell you, I've made 1.5 million mistakes. I'm better for it today. I've learned as I go. I learned how to do things the wrong way so that I could teach people how to do things the right way and maybe make it a cleaner path, even though it's not just a straight line with this industry, but it's worth it. So what's next? Practice your thoughts around the word no. There's a book I love. It's called Go for No. I recommend you get that. It's a very quick read, but focus on what your mindset is around the word no. Tell your story often. Try to tell your story 100 times in a month. And that seems daunting, but it's 3 people a day where you're getting your story out. And you can do that as simple as, hey, I'm really working on me. Do you mind if I share my story with you? Doesn't sound salesy or anything else like that. And then we'll go into a little bit more about how to tell your story later. But I wanted to get this information out there because I think it's critical. I think that hopefully this is beneficial. I'm going to cut that off for now. Go ahead and comment below, like, love, share some feedback for me. And I'd love to have some more conversation because this is a powerful, powerful topic in network marketing. Hope you have a great day.